So for this, I'm going to create another queue processor of type delayed queue processor. So let's go to the queue processor and then say test delayed queue processor, and let's create one. Let's call it as delayed. I'll try to use the same class here. Okay. Again, this is going to create as a new Kafka topic, test delayed queue processor, and then you are going to have another data flow run for it, test delayed, and then it is still initializing, so it will just run. Now it can actively process the item. Okay, now how this delayed processing work? So if you go to this produce queue processor message, so whenever you push any message to that topic, consumer is going to pick up. But the catch is how you are going to push the message. There is going to be some delay before you push any message to the Kafka topic, and that is by this dedicated queue processor. So let's go to the delayed queue processor, and you can configure some time. So let's configure the time to be like at to date. That's a function at to date, and this can add some minutes, right? So let me say to date current date time, and I'm going to add first, this is the string date, and then I'm going to say days, hours, minutes. So I will say 0, 0, 2, 0. Let me test if this works. Okay, this works. So let me do a submit, do a save. Now I want to quickly open something to do the testing part. So let me just check for this test delayed QP, no message, right? Okay. Now you should also understand there is something called system. By default, Pega also has a queue table. So system message queue processor, there you have something called delayed item and you have something called broken item. So when you have some errors, you will have it under the broken item, and delayed item is more like scheduled and waiting to be processed. Okay. So as soon as I run this activity, I should have a delayed item here. Let's test it out. So let's go to the activity, run. Okay, done. Queue immediately. So I should see an entry here. It is there. Now if you go to the admin studio, go for the queue processors. I don't see the queue processor here. Let's check test delayed. It is only scheduled. It's not ready to process. So ready to process means it already pushed to the Kafka topic and waiting to be processed by the data flow. So still it is not pushed. So still it is 1. Now if I go here and then try, let's check. Still it is not processed. So I did everything within the 2 minutes. So we have to wait for 2 minutes. And as soon as 2 minutes is completed, you should get the message here. An offset should be reset, and then the data flow should automatically pick up. So let me see if I can make to show you the data flow as well within 2 minutes. Yes. So you have the process records as 0 here. Let's see, this will come 1 within 2 minutes. And how does this get moved? I'll reveal it. First, let's get the number count. Okay, still the message is not processed. Meanwhile, I'll also show you how this gets moved to the queue topic, because now you queued in a delayed way, so it gets saved into a DB table. Now someone has to push this from the DB table to the Kafka topic, right? How you can do it is you can do it in 2 ways. Pega has a job scheduler out of the box. Pega has a data flow run out of the box. It's not queue processor, it is a data flow run. So let's go back to the DDF work again. And from here, just search something called delayed items data flow service, right? So this is responsible to push the message, the delayed message, to the Kafka topic. So this should have ideally processed something. I'm not sure if the count is already processed. Yeah, you see the message is already pushed here. So it means our data flow should already reflect the change. It processed the item with 1 record, right? The distribution also you can see this is processed by the 4th one. So you should see the exact thing, 4, we have 1. Okay. Now after 2 minutes, someone pushed it, right? And that someone is the delayed item data flow service. By default, in the higher versions, you will always have this data flow enabled. So it means your delayed messages will be pushed to the Kafka topic using the data flow. But there is a DSS setting also which you can control. There may be a situation because of some lock issue or because of some multi-node issue. What you can do is you can also use it as a job scheduler. So if you go to the jobs, use it only necessary, but just good to understand this. You have something called delayed. So search for it. Delayed queue processor schedule. This is by default disabled. So you have the data flow enabled already. Okay. So if you just stop this data flow, now if you produce messages, the message will never reach the Kafka topic. It means like you are stopping the production part. Let's say if you have any kind of maintenance activity on your Kafka, you may end up in a situation where you want to clean up all your Kafka messages, or process all your Kafka messages so that the Kafka data directory may be cleaned up. That is a worst case. You may end up in such situation. I end up in one of my project. So what we did is we stopped this delay item data flow service. So it means we are now taking care only the delayed items. What if the immediate items? So all the immediate items need to be translated to the delayed items so that you always delay. And if you delay, you have the control. If you stop this data flow, it will never reach to the Kafka topic. So you have some time to process the Kafka instance. And then once it is done, you can just start this so that all your delayed messages will be pushed. And slowly you can then transition from delayed to immediate. So this is how you can also do some kind of maintenance activities. But everything at the end is about the data flow rule, Kafka topic, queue processor. I'll end this lecture here. I'll end this module here. See you in the next one.